Hello. Have we got love in store today? It's great to have you here. I'm Karen coming to you from Salt and Sand Studios in Vermont. It's a beautiful day here today, and I hope it is with you as well. So, as promised in the description of the class, we're going to start off with a visualization. I'll work into some breathing. And then we will embody a mantra throughout our gentle practice this morning. And the mantra is, I am loved, I give love. And we will work that with the breath. But first, a comfortable seat. If you prefer to lie down for the visualization part, feel free. If it's better for you to sit in a chair or bring your back against a wall, you might move to that. It will be a few minutes of visualization, meditation-like. So wherever you go, if the hands can be with the palms facing upward, that's the recommendation. It's a great way to receive and give, to allow for that energy exchange, if you will. Nice long spine. And we'll just take a few cleansing breaths first and reaching the shoulders up to the ears on the inhale. Bring them backward and drop them on the exhale. Take it again. One more time. Close the eyes. See if you can just take just the tip of the tongue and place it right behind your top teeth. Right where the teeth meet the soft palate. And the rest of the tongue is dropped away from the roof of the mouth, if that works for you. We'll begin by scanning the physical body and noticing any places that we really perhaps appreciate more than other places. Maybe today they feel really good or energized, or maybe it's a place that you feel never fails you. So we start with the toes, move up to the feet, the ankles, being sure to pause whenever you desire to notice your appreciation for that part of the body. The calves and shins, the knees, front and back, thighs, quads, the hamstrings, your cheeks, lower, the hips and pelvis. Low belly, low back. The rib cage and the mid back. Chest and shoulder blades. Collarbones and neck. Shoulders. Upper arms, just a reminder to pause. If you're feeling something a bit special about that body part today or consistently. Elbows. The forearms. Wrists. Hands. Thumbs. And fingers. With gratitude for all of the physical parts of the being, we'll take a nice big breath in and a full breath out. Consider now an experience you've had, maybe recently, maybe not, where you felt loved. What was that situation? What was the space, the beings? What took place that made you feel loved? And consider now what that experience, what the sensation of or sensations of that experience were. Perhaps warmth, perhaps a full body smile, maybe comfort. And now bring to mind a moment, a time, a place where you gave love, where someone else felt loved by you. Hone in on those sensations again. What did that feel like? What was your response? And the third phase of the visualization is considering a time, a moment, a place, a space where you felt loved by yourself, self-love. What did that feel like? What were the surroundings? What were the circumstances? Take another full breath in and a full breath out. We'll breathe in to the count of 3, 2, 1. We'll hold it for 3, 2, 1. Breathe out through the nose. 3, 2, 1. Hold it. 3, 2, 1. Breathe in fully. Let it go. Now, as you breathe, now that you've noticed, become aware of your breath, you've observed the sensations of being loved, of giving love, of self-love. Consider this mantra on the breath in. I am loved. And the breath out, I give love. I am loved. I give love. 3 more times. I am loved. I give love. I am loved. I give love. And the last round on your own. Drop your hands by your sides, the palms face up, so the inner elbows are facing up if possible. I'll take a little tilt of the head to one side, working the ear toward the shoulder. You might not come very far, and we won't chastise our body for that. We won't chastise ourselves. We'll just acknowledge that it is what it is, and maybe if we give things a little more love, for me, the left side of my neck, my shoulder, my biceps, I'm going to give them a little extra love. Lift your chin and tilt the other way. And this might feel very different. Not better, not worse, just different. And lift your head. We're going to float the arms out. Palms can face forward or up, your choice. And we're going to take some circles forward, small to start. It's like Goldilocks and the Three Bears. This is the baby bear. And backwards, same size. And we go to mama bear, medium size. And backwards. Fingers nice and wide. And then Papa Bear, forwards, nice big circles. I'm hitting my blocks. Go. And the opposite direction. Arms raise up to the sky. Lengthen your body. Pause here for a moment. Interlace your fingers behind your head. Place your thumbs alongside your neck and use the opportunity to give yourself a little massage. Ooh, a little yum, a little love, a little self-care. But see if you can keep your heart lifting up, your belly drawing in, your tailbone connected to the earth, and your elbows wide. That might have been a lot of instruction. Pick one. And then with the elbows nice and wide, we're going to tilt to one side, keeping the opposite sits bone on the earth. Squeeze the low ribs to the hips. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, tilt to the other side. Inhale, lift up. We're going to take a cactus shape arm here. Well, both arms. And we're going to take eagle arms. Right elbow underneath the left, one wrap or two. The elbows will lift shoulder height or higher. Loosen your ankles, loosen your calves, loosen your hips and thighs. I am loved. I give love. Return to the cactus shape. And then take your eagle arms the other way. Left elbow comes underneath the right. Elbows lift. We're going to give ourselves a little hug. Seeing if you can sneak your fingers closer together behind you. And then scoop the belly in. Draw the shoulders and the head down. As you slowly rise up to a straight back, fling the arms open, and we'll take a twist over to the right. Left hand on the right side. We sit up super tall. Twist on the breath out. Drawing the eyeballs as far to the right as possible. That aids in activating the vagus nerve. Rest and digest. Inhale, draw to center. Exhale, twist to the other side. Inhale, facing center. Fingertips come to the ground in front of your front shin. What we're going to do here is we're going to find a fold. We're going to pause on our edge, recognizing that it's not our edge. We're going to take a big, deep breath in, squeeze the belly on the exhale, and find more space. So inhale, crawl the hands forward. You want a nice long spine here. Nose points to the ground. Get to the end. Pause. Big, deep breath in. Squeeze the belly, find a little bit more space, and drop your head. Nod your head, shake your head. Walk your hands back. This time we're going to bring the hands behind the body with the fingers pointing toward the body. You're going to find a little back bend. So draw the belly in and up. Lift the torso, lift the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lift the heart again. And then if it feels okay, drop your head back. Opening up the throat chakra. The energy wheel of purification and communication. We're going to scoop the belly in, tuck the chin, lean back and switch the cross of our legs because we want to do both sides. The hands sweep around in front once again. We crawl them forward as far as we can. Nice long spine. Breathe in deeply. Exhale, squish that navel toward the spine. Find a little bit more length. Drop your head. We'll lift back up to our seat. I'm going to remove my prop. So we're going to do a little leg and hip stretching here. I'm going to bring the legs nice and wide. Sit up really tall and reach the heels away from you and the toes toward you. That's it. As simple as that. If you need to place the hands somewhere, they could go on your thighs or on beside your hips. Reach, 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 and reach. You're going to face your left knee. Walk your hands down outside that leg, maybe a little bend in the knee. We're not trying to round the spine here. We're looking for reaching the heart above and past the toes. Only go as far as it feels okay. We'll walk around to the center and see if the hands can come forward a little bit more. Again, you want to lead with the heart, not the head. Both literally and figuratively. And then we're going to walk the hands over to the other leg and find our fold. Come back to center. Maybe you can hold on to your big toes, maybe not. We're going to move our way into a rock star pose, sitting up nice and straight. We'll take the right foot and place it inside the left thigh. Heel is close to the center of the body. We will start by facing the left knee. No, other way. The right knee. Maybe flip your front palm up. And then we take a tilt over to the left. Rather than reaching straight for those left toes, maybe you lift the heart a bit and maybe use the elbow of the left arm to help you. Nice big opening of the right side of the body, the armpit, the tricep. We're going to sit up nice and straight. Bring the right hand outside the right hip. Shift onto the front of the right shin and sweep the left arm high. The pelvis comes forward. Rock star. Really lift that pelvis up and forward. Gaze upward, maybe at your left thumb. Big breath in. Exhale, sweep back down to your seat and then face your left leg, fold over it. Opening up the hips and the hamstrings, the pelvis, working the glutes. Rise back up. I'm going to take that to the other side. This time the left foot, oops, got to move my blocks. Left foot inside the right thigh, heel as close to the center of the body as you can make it. We'll face the left knee, float the left arm up, and take our tilt over toward the right toes. Some people are stretchy enough to reach their toes, but you don't want to do that with your heart facing the knee. You're doing this with your heart lifted. Feel it in your left armpit, your left tricep. We rise up straight and tall, Miss Jean. Drop the left hand outside the left hip. Come on to the front of the left shin and sweep the right arm high, pelvis forward. And sweep that right hand down. We face the right knee and take a fold. Rise back up using your belly. Bring the soles of the feet together and make a nice big diamond inside your legs. Breathe in, I am loved. Breathe out, I give love. You might remain upright here or tuck your hands underneath your ankles to find a rounded spine and a fold. Elbows then help the knees drop left and right. We're going to gently rise up and move into a child's pose. I bet you were wondering when that was going to happen. Usually it's earlier in class. And since we have not yet set our intention or acknowledged our motivation for coming to the mat, we're going to do that here. Sitting bones are reaching toward the heels. If your sitting bones are really far off your heels, you might roll up a sweatshirt or grab a pillow and place it between your calves and your thighs. Bringing to mind now an intention or motivation. Breath in, I am loved. A breath out, I give love. I am loved. I give love. I am loved. I give love. Palms draw together, the pinkies are on the ground. Head returns to the earth. And we bend the elbows so the fingers come to the nape of the neck or between the shoulder blades. And if it feels okay for you, you'll then walk the elbows forward one at a time without lifting your bottom as far as you can go, and then drop your head again. This is a really lovely chest and shoulder opening. We'll place the palms onto the earth and draw our way into a tabletop shape. We're actually going to start with some wrist and lower arm opening. So you're going to take your hands and point your fingers either left and right or toward your knees. It doesn't really matter how far they go. But then if you don't open your pinky fingers and your thumb too wide, then you've got some stability. And maybe it works for you to rock forward and backward. Really good for those of us with carpal tunnel issues. And then if it works for you, you got to come to the backs of the hands so the fingers point toward the knees. You might need to bring your bottom closer to your heels. And then see if you can rock on to the backs of the hands to open up the outer wrist. If this is too much on your thumbs, maybe you just relax the thumbs a bit. Maybe you give them a little bit of extra love. Hands now come to the mat with the wrists under the shoulders, and we move into any motion that the body is calling for. For me, my back is saying, give me a little lubrication. So I'm doing some cats and cows. I'm actually going to come to my forearms because my wrists feel a little tight. Cat and cow, also another great movement to which you can add the I am loved, I give love. We'll move into a neutral spine now and reach the right leg behind you, but this time keep the top of the foot on the ground. And then press the top of the foot into the ground and reach your left arm forward. Your hips are nice and square because you've got a little bit of anchoring on that right foot. And then see if you can just try it out. Lift that right foot. Point the toes down and reach back with your heel. Squeeze the hamstrings and the glutes on the right side. Draw your knee and your elbow together. Inhale, extend. We're going to take one of my favorite stretches. Left hand comes down, a little peek over the left shoulder. And we sweep the right leg above the left calf, drawing the shoelace side of the right foot to the earth. Then we glide that foot out and back, drawing the front of the right hip to your right heel. I am loved. I give love. And maybe if you're having a little, anxiety or internal fight about this posture, maybe you can send a little love into your left glutes. If you have more room to stretch, you can tuck your right toes under and float the knee off the mat. A little real estate between your shoulders. Rise back up, three-legged tabletop. Square up your hips. Draw your right knee toward your right tricep. Inhale, extend it, and bring your knee to the mat. You're going to tap the tops of the feet onto the ground. Maybe take a little rocking motion left and right. Maybe some hip circles or hula hoop movements. And all those shenanigans now happen on the other side. Left leg extends behind you, top of the foot on the ground. Press into it. Draw your kneecap on the left side toward your quad. And then squeeze your glutes, squeeze your hamstrings, and reach the right arm forward. Hips are nice and squared up. Belly in and out. Slowly float the left foot off the mat. Keep squeezing the hammies and the belly. Glutes, and then point your left toes down. Reach away with your left heel. Beautiful. Knee and elbow come together. Press the earth away. Inhale, extend out. Right hand to the earth. A peek over the right shoulder as you sweep the left leg above the right calf. Left foot, top of the left foot on the ground. Slide back so that foot comes back and out. Draw your forearms, and the left front of your left hip is close or on your right heel. I am loved. I give love. And perhaps you add, I give self-love into that mantra. Once again, if you have the space, you can tuck your left toes under, floating the knee off the mat and reaching away with the left heel. Draw back, three-legged tabletop, square up your hips. Left knee draws above that left elbow, but it might not touch. Inhale, extend. Draw your knee to the mat. Maybe a little wiggle waggle left and right. Hands come forward 2 inches. And really, really slowly, maybe even rolling over your toes, you come to a downward facing dog. Pedal in and out. If there's a little crackle and pop, no worries. That happens in the cold and or with older bodies. Not saying anything about my age. We rise to the tiptoes, bend the knees a lot so they hover over the mat, and press the chest toward the thighs. Breathe here. 3, 2, heels slowly to the earth as you lift your hips. Remember, you don't have to reach the heels onto the earth. We're going to look forward. Rise to the tiptoes again. Lift the hips, bend the knees, and walk to our hands for a forward fold. Any bind you like, take here. I'm going to take a ragdoll. Release your bind. Take a halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Get really powerful in your spine and your belly. Exhale, forward fold. Slowly rise to standing. Once the shoulders are over the hips, we'll float the arms high. Taking a hold of the left wrist, we stay upright for a little tug to get longer in the torso. Press into the outer edge of the left foot and tilt to the right. We're not trying to shoot the left hip out. We're working on opening up the whole left side of the body again. Child's pose doesn't much include the legs on the side body opening, but we're doing that here. Lift up, switch your grasp, a little tug, getting tall, smile, and a tilt. Rise up to standing. We're going to do a little sort of energy cleansing here. So we're going to take a whoosh, whoosh sound as we bend our knees in sort of a chair pose, but sweep the arms behind us like this. Whoosh. Inhale up. Whoosh. Inhale up. Whoosh. Inhale up. This time we'll stay. Really strong in the arms. And then exhale, hands to the earth. Step the left foot way to the back of the mat for your runner's lunge. Set this up. You want to be powerful. You don't want to just be hanging the belly and the chest onto the right thigh. You really want to be drawing the belly and chest energy away. They might still be touching. If you need blocks, take them. Slowly, we're going to tap the back knee to the ground, and then we'll slowly lift it. Inhale, tap the knee. Exhale, slowly lift. Inhale, tap the knee. Exhale, slowly lift. And this time we place the knee down, untuck the toes, and move into our twist. If lifting the right arm is too much for your shoulder, you can always take the heel of the hand to the lower back. Press into the big toe mound of the right foot and reach your pelvis forward. Long spine, breath in, I am loved. Twist, breath out, I give love. Right hand comes to the thigh. The left hand joins it. We come into a modified knee down lunge. Legs should be far enough apart, front and back, to support opening of the left psoas, the hip flexor. And if you feel wobbly, you can move the right foot out to the right. Squeeze left glutes, activate left hamstrings. East-west pose, left arm forward, right arm behind you, and the gaze comes toward the right thumb. Activate the triceps. Bring the hands, cup the hands around the right hip and drop your chin. Come forward, arms overhead, and then cactus-shaped arms. Kind of like we did at the beginning of practice, we'll take eagle arms right underneath the left. We'll lift the elbows. And then slowly we'll scoop the belly in, drop the elbows and arms and head inside the right thigh. We'll bring both hands inside the right foot and then spin the right toes outward. You might need to lengthen the left knee backward. We'll take a lizard twist. pelvis forward. Right hand down, toes point forward. And then we find our half split. So the right hand comes outside the right foot. Maybe you need your blocks for this. Right leg lengthens, toes point toward your torso. Lift up, stretch the heart forward, and fold. If you like, hands can come back inside the right foot so we can find Parsvottanasana pyramid pose. And right heel draws backwards. We tuck the back toes under, lift the hips, and then shorten the stance. If you like blocks or some other prop, grab them here. But here, rather than shifting the right hip forward, we want to shift the right hip back. Be powerful in the back leg before we fold. If the front knee needs to bend to access the fold, do so. I am loved. I give love. Step to the front of the mat. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Belly in, tailbone tucked, thighs spinning toward one another. Inhale, rise to standing. Woo! Exhale, forward fold. Find your half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. And return to your fold, runner's lunge, right foot way to the back of the mat. Adjust as need be for balance and to draw the belly energy away from the thigh. Heart is forward. Right leg is strong. Kneecap draws toward your quad. Tap the back knee. Lengthen it, runner's lunge. Inhale, tap the knee. Extend, runner's lunge. Inhale, tap the knee. Extend, runner's lunge. Inhale, bring the right knee to the mat. Untuck your toes. Take your twist. Left hand to your left thigh. Right hand joins it. We rise up. Yeah, I got a little wobbly. Yoga. Sort of nice lengthy stride, if you can call it stride, foot and knee, to open up the right hip flexor. Then, you might recall, we move into an east-west twist. Right arm forward, left arm back, gazes over the left thumb. Maybe you sink a little deeper into the front hip crease. Hands clasp your left hip and the chin drops. Come forward, lift the arms overhead, full Anjaneyasana. Draw the belly in, the pelvis forward. Cactus shape arms once again. Eagle arms left under right. Take a little humble action, scooping the belly in, drawing the arms and the head and the shoulders downward inside the left knee or ankle. For our lizard twist, hands plant inside the left foot. We point the left toes out to the left. Move the pelvis forward and press the left knee away and back as we turn over the left shoulder. I am loved. I give love. Both hands return to the mat. Left toes point forward, Parsvottanasana. Again, squaring up the hips. No noggin needed. Let it go. No thinking, no holding on at the neck. One more time, we step into our chair pose. We lift to standing. Let's do a swoosh, a whoosh, whoosh, and up, and a forward fold. Halfway lift, forward fold. We come to tabletop. Cross our ankles. Roll over them, coming to a seat. And then coming all the way down to your back. Straight back, rounded back, slowly, quickly, whichever way you use your belly. Cross your right ankle above your left knee. Stay here, pressing the knee away and down. Or gather the left leg in so the left knee is drawing toward your shoulder and you're pressing the right leg away from you. I might have mixed up a little bit of lefts and rights there. Sorry about that. I am loved. And I give love. Sometimes. Left foot comes down. We move it over to the left. And we drop both knees to the right for a twist. This is really good also, not just for your spine and your hip, but also for your left thigh. I am loved. I give love. We scooch that left foot back toward the center, lifting the knee, nose points to the sky, and we swap this up. Right foot on the ground, left foot, ankle, your ankle crosses above your right knee for your supine figure 4, supine pigeon. Shoulders reaching toward the earth. I am loved. I give love. Sole of the right foot to the earth, heel toe it over to the right. Drop both knees to the left to find your twist. Gazes toward the right. Right knee points back to the sky. The right foot scoots back toward the center. Come fully to your back. A little hug of the knees in toward the chest. Maybe some ankle circles. Open and close your toes. If you're laying your feet on the ground, if you're missing your back bend, we can take a very simple one. We didn't do a ton of back opening today, so you can come into cactus shape arms. And then press your shoulder blades into the earth, and with or without lifting your bottom off the mat, you tilt your pelvis to the sky. Heart lifts. 3, 2, and 1. One more time. Either hug your knees into your chest or find a happy baby just for a couple of breaths. Maybe a little rock left and right. And we'll move back into our visualization in your Shavasana posture. If you take the traditional palms face upward, and you ensure your limbs have space between themselves and the body. Big breath in and out. Return to that moment, that experience, that scenario where you felt loved. Notice any sensation that goes along with that. Then bring back to mind a time, a situation where you were delivering self-love, where you recognize that you love yourself in some way, shape, or form. A behavior, a kindness, a physical capability, a mental capability. And now consider a moment when you gave love to some other being or beings. And notice how that felt. Notice how it feels now. Big, huge breath in. And a full breath out. We gather the knees in and either roll to one side to sit up or rock forward and backward till you come to your seat. Hands pressed together at your heart, a nice tall spine. Close your eyes. We'll take an Om to seal in the power of this practice. Breathe in. Thumb knuckles connect right at the center forehead. May you be loved. May you give love. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today live, or today, whatever day it is, recorded. There are lots and lots of videos to try. Many of them are very clear in their titles and descriptions about what we'll focus on. So I'm hoping you get to try more. If you have funding, we have a donation button on our website. But if you don't, I'm here for you as well. Have a really great remainder of your day. Mwah.